we also have some fics that were suggested by... Ooh, I actually want to double check on this. They're suggested... Oh yeah, Kit Kithrin suggested the first two fics that we have up, which are the MBMBAM Archives and the Custody of Angus MacDonald. The first one is a Magnus Archives My Brother, and Me crossover fic. And the the second one is a Taz fic. I have never listened to the Magnus Archives and know nothing about it other than a lot of people like it a lot. Which is about...
I have never listened to either one of these things.
One of the features of listening to enough McElroy content, much in the same way if you binge enough, say... Vlogbrothers videos, you'll end up, or say if you listen to the audiobook for The Name of the Wind as narrated by whoever does the Audible version, you'll end up with like a particular cadence in your speaking voice, and that does come across in MBMBAM as well. So
okay, I see.
Okay, Minty has, or the Val wants to have a interesting statement in chat. The Magnus Archives is the Homestuck of podcasts. If Homestuck was Five Nights at Freddy's, and there's a lot to unpack there, but I think you're right.
I don't know what that means, but it terrifies me.
How aware of you are cultural pop hit horror video game Five Nights at Freddy's?
I have played the first game, and I am surprisingly aware of the content from the later ones.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I know enough. I know enough to like be dangerous, but a significant portion of it does come from when I was like 17 and watched Game Theory. So
I also had a period in my life when I watched Game Theory, despite not particularly caring for his content.
Sometimes you just need to go down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Yeah, that happens.
Alright, so there are 14 chapters, but I'm not sure that they're particularly long.
They are not very long.
Yeah,
and it's mostly dialogue.
Yeah, there's 7,000 words total for 14. We'll maybe do like one or two of these to see how we feel about this.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
This is always how the best fic starts. This is just a joke in the Discord, and I figured I'd write one of them for the fun of it. Summary. The brothers McElroy start getting a series of strange questions regarding supernatural experiences. This is rated teen and up with no archive warnings that apply, so that's good. It's Jen. It's Magnus Archives and MBMBAM, like we said, just not inexplicable, like definitely precedented, but still baffling crossover.
Absolutely. Listed as a crack fic.
Calico Girls to Art School. Yeah, see? Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. It was fun.
If the brothers got the statements as questions. Okay, so one of the main features of... my understanding of the Magnus Archives, and this is going to be an audible shitpost version of that PowerPoint meme that was on Tumblr like 4 or 5 years ago. My understanding of the Magnus Archives is that there are a bunch of like definitely gay British people who hang out in an archive, and there are a bunch of mysterious audio statements that are left behind that they have to like transcribe or something or figure out, and they're all like subtly supernatural, and there's like ongoing plot with like gods that represent fears.
Sounds super interesting, but also it's my understanding that there's like a billion episodes of it, so I don't think I would ever get caught into it.
There are only so many things with a large amount of content that I can like get into, and like I'm a dumb bitch and I only have so much brain for things, and I'm positive that's good and I would probably really enjoy it, but on the other hand, like I have to catch up on the Penumbra podcast because I stopped listening to it a year ago, and that's just like some good, also queer like stories, and it has some good horror.
Yeah,
occasionally. I don't know. Anyways, there are 3 brothers, so we have to decide who's gonna do 2, or if we like.
I want to do Justin because I'm gonna do like a ridiculous voice based on the first line I read. I don't have a preference beyond that.
All right, I'll do. I'll do Griffin and Travis, I guess, because, like,
Okay.
I fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your opinions on the McElroys, have consumed enough content to do this, I guess.
Oh, my Justin impression probably will sound nothing like Justin,
That's
but
totally fine.
it will be a voice. No, I'm responding to Belmont's comment.
I would have a good Justin impression. Your homework is to watch Monster Fact. No, I'm kidding. It depends on whether
I
we
will
decide to
treat
continue
that with the
this.
same level of seriousness that I treated my 10th grade biology homework.
I have no context for what that means.
I got a D in the class because I was playing Fallout on my laptop instead of doing any of the work.
I definitely failed my IB chemistry exam largely because I read fanfiction on my iPad mini throughout the 2-year course because it was first thing in the morning and I did not care. Neither did my
Legit.
teacher.
Yeah, exactly. All
Monster
right,
Factory.
cool.
I think early Monster Factories aren't. I think the line between good Monster Factory and bad Monster Factory is the point that I stopped watching them. That was sarcasm. I just need to clarify for chat.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Chapter
All
1.
right, are we ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Chapter 1. Anglerfish.
I'm a university student living in Edinburgh, and I recently had an encounter with something a bit disturbing when I was walking home drunk one night. I was on my own.
First mistake. Gotta have a buddy system when you're drunk, but man. Can't be wandering the streets by yourself when you're compromised in that way. Oh, sometimes it's nice to get out in the fresh air when you're feeling a bit,
I was on my own, and I tripped and fell on a particularly steep street.
As you do, as you do. Alcohol's a poison, don't you? It pollutes the body. It'll poison you and make you do dumb things like walk home alone drunk and fall down hills like a baby.
Afterwards, being a little shaken up by my fall, I decided to have a cigarette. And as I was rolling, I heard someone from the shadows asking me if they could have one as well.
Do people still smoke? I thought we'd finished with that. I thought it was all vaping these days. I thought it was all fat cotton.
Yes, Travis. People still smoke, Travis. Some people haven't heard the word of the vape lords yet. Some people are old.
This guy says he's at university.
Old people can still be at university. University. College. Old people can still go to college, Griffin. Old people are the only ones who can afford to go to college these days.
He smokes, he goes to university, and he walks home alone and drunk. It's a fucking wonder he's alive to even send us a question.
I haven't even finished reading the question yet.
We're not stopping you.
You are. You are literally stopping me from finishing this question, you are.
I'd just like to point out, Justin, that at the moment the only person stopping you from finishing the question is you.
The person asking for the cigarette didn't come far out of the shadows, and only said the same phrase over and over, "Can I have a cigarette?" Eventually, I moved in a bit and saw the... What? Jesus. Saw the... Oh my god. Oh my god, this is buck wild, guys. This is... I can't. The person's feet are not touching the ground.
What the fuck? No. Oh, no.
I decided to leave. Brothers, did I encounter a ghost? Am I good? From Edgy in Edinburgh.
Holy shit. Why would a ghost want a cigarette?
I think you're missing the point, Travis.
No, I think it's a legit question, Justin, because as far as I can remember, ghosts don't have lungs. Maybe it was a special lung ghost.
Both of you are missing the fucking point.
I mean, maybe he wanted a ghost cigarette. Maybe he just wanted the guy to finish smoking his cigarette so he could inhale the spirit of it. The spirit of the cigarette that had passed on.
That is not how anything works.
You don't know that, Justin. You don't know the science of ghost cigarettes. Both of you need to just shut up for a minute and listen.
There isn't any science, Travis. It's a fucking ghost that wants...
We have to assume that the supernatural world follows its own rules, Justin. Shut the fuck up, both of you! Okay, so, my brothers are doing their best to stop us from what we're actually supposed to do on this podcast, which is give you advice. And so I'm going to do the fucking heavy lifting here, the way I always fucking do, and tell you, question and asker, the answer to your problem.
Enlighten us, Griffin. Go on, then.
Yes, Griffin, since you're the one doing the heavy lifting, tell this poor soul what he needs to do. Pack up! Pack your bags! Get out of there, man! There's a ghost smoker trying to kill you!
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but Griffin's right.
3 for 3. Run away, dude. Otherwise you're gonna get chomped.
It's a lot of fun.
That quickly veered away from impressions of the actual McElroys, and that
I didn't even start with impressions of the actual McElroys.
It's... At this point, I've watched their shit so many times, I don't know if I'd want to rewatch it.
Yeah, that's fair.
That feels kind of sad. Do we want to do a second chapter of this or not?
Let's see what the second chapter is. It's a different one. Sure, it's not long.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun.
Alright, chapter 2. Do not open.
Next question. I recently went on a holiday in Amsterdam.
Oh, did you now? Did you now? Did you go on a holiday, or was it a jolliday? Did you go on this holiday on a certain date, perhaps? Did your holiday start on the...
I swear to God.
On a certain day in the month of April?
I swear to fucking God. Griffin, let me finish the question.
Okay, we're sorry, aren't we, Travis? Very sorry, Justin. Please continue.
I recently went on holiday in Amsterdam. There is a slight sound of snickering. Oh, I'm reading the narration. Why not? There was a slight sound of snickering from the other brothers. While I was there, I had a conversation with a strange man in a cafe.
Was it a cafe, or was it something else?
Travis, you are a 30-year-old man. Can you please just...
No, you're right, Justin. I'm sorry. Seriously, Travis, show some restraint!
Man offered me $10,000 to look after something for him for a while. He did not...
Hold up. Wait! What Griffin said.
Specify what the item was, but seemed otherwise on the level, so I...
Justin, you cannot just power past that!
Sure, why not? He gave me $10,000 in cash and...
Whoa, Justin, can we please just...
I ended up back in England the following week with $10,000 in my pocket and no way of contacting the man to tell him I'd changed my mind. No item has yet been delivered for me to look after, so I'm at a loss. I've recently been trying to find a place to live in Bournemouth for a job I've gotten, and it would be really handy if I could use a little bit of the money to secure a nice flat I wouldn't have to share with anyone else. Brothers, should I spend this money? From Unexpectedly Wealthy in Wales. Oh, we're so keen to interrupt me before. Give the guy some motherfucking advice.
Oh, you can't spend the money! Absolutely. No, you cannot spend that money. That is blood money. You use that money 10 minutes later, you're gonna have 2 heavies knocking on your door ready to extract all the fluids from your body and use them in nasty, nasty ways. You know that, right? Definitely. Definitely. 30 seconds after you spend that first dollar, all your organs are free-range organs upon which everyone may feast.
Unless... Money's tight, I know. It's a tough world, and no one wants to live with other people when you're an adult. You can probably use a little bit of it. Just a little bit. Get yourself that nice flat.
Buy a toaster! Then a waffle iron. Get a nice new Casper mattress. Yeah, use that money to support some of our sponsors. Sounds a lot like this guy just had $10,000 he wanted to give away. Yep, it sounds perfectly legit.
Don't spend all of it, though.
Yeah, don't do that, because when they come for you, and they're going to come for you, you'll need to have something to show for it, so you can show them your toaster. Tell them about how comfortable your mattress is. Yeah, tell them that. Just before we move on, can we just all agree that this guy was totally high when he agreed to take the money, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, sure, yeah, he was so high. Nice.
Nice. That was a lot of fun.
Fuck. Minty put the Magnus Archives as the Homestuck of podcasts if Homestuck was Five Nights at Freddy's in the best of server chat.
Nice.
That is correct, and you should do that.
Yeah, I feel like that is accurate. Oh my god, that was a lot of fun to read.
That was. Okay, well, that's definitely on the ongoing fix list.
Ongoing list. Yeah, and they're short chapters too, which makes them easy to digest. Because 14 chapters at 7,000 words, that's what, like 200 words a chapter? It's real short.
500, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I can do math. I have a math degree.